Whoa! There is no jury. There's never a jury. Except when there is. But that's a whole separate thing. No, it is entirely decided by this one man.
Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth?
The witness saw the very moment when the steel samurai skewered the victim.
Order! I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess.
Ace Attorney Chronicles, and then Ace Attorney X Phoenix Wright. No. Phoenix Wright crossed Professor Layton, or Professor Layton crossed Phoenix Wright, right? October 19th, 11:04 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was a chance. The Layton crossover didn't have a jury? Why do I remember that it did? Was it really not until the first Great Ace Attorney that they had that? I swear. Really? Really? I don't know. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio One. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. Group witnesses, but they didn't actually get to judge. I see what you mean. Okay. Yeah, because they did have like the 5 people on the bench, but they would just bring in all the witnesses at the same time is what that was. That's right.
What's gonna happen to me? Kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer.
Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all.
You. Thanks.
Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it.
Hello, Ruby fan of Jake and Johnny. How you doing tonight? This is Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. The very first game of the illustrious Phoenix Wright series. Become encouraged. Yeah, I think some words of encouragement for all Will Powers would be a perfect thing. You have an important message. Hydrate. Yeah, no, that sounds like a good plan. Much better. Before we get into this, some words of encouragement from the box of affirmators. This one, the word of the day is impermanence. Oh. Life is always changing, and I drift easily through those changes, good and bad. Oh, did I ruin it? I'm sorry. Hold on. Didn't think it bumped it that hard. 1 sec. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. There we go. We should be working again. I don't know why that happens from time to time. Anyway, today's affirmator is impermanence. Life is always changing, and I drift easily through those changes, good and bad. Like not jail or jail for murder. As I drift through hard times, I can take comfort in knowing that I will leave them behind. Maybe. As I drift away from good times, I can take comfort that in knowing that more will come my way. Impermanence is an equal opportunity non-entity. There you go. And a Shakespearean insult before we continue. All right. From Twelfth Night, Act 3, Scene 4, from the Book of Shakespearean Insults. But oh, how vile and idle proves this god. There you go. October 19th, 11:15 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 4.
Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case. We worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning.
Nice to see you at Edgeworth taking the moral high ground.
However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand.
There's a book for everything, Ikari.
Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on.
Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do.
Donut crate? Excuse me? Because you can't stand on like a Krispy Kreme box, right? So what kind of crates of donuts are you kicking around here?
Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness!
What? Just because you're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around.
Cody, answer his question, okay?
Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade.
I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle.
Witness! I mean, Cody.
He's having trouble with his gentle thing.
You're present. You were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident.
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps at the beard over there?
Just, Mr. Edgeworth will be fine.
I prefer to be the gentleman myself.
Very long day.
Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom.
My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible.
Wait, so you're saying they had to bargain? You had to bargain terms with the kid, and you lost?
Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me wherever I go.
Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of it in the court record.
Cody's camera added the court record.
Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident.
Witness's account.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the pass so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get in the studio, so I went home.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child.
This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Witness's account. So I think what we're kind of pressing along here is that he said he would have taken a picture if he had his camera with him. But of course, he had to have had his camera with him. He was going to the Steel Samurai Studios. Of course he brought his camera, right? Press him. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then?
No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time.
Really? seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home.
Phoenix, remember he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm.
Easy for you to say. I think we literally just present his camera. Be like, nuh-uh. You had it with you. Yep. By the way, in case you're wondering, I think I already mentioned this, but if you ever wonder why I'm so certain that I got it right as soon as I do it, the music stops. Anytime you hear the music stop when I present something, it means that we are moving forward in the story. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that.
Huh?
Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right?
Mr. Wright, a word with you.
Oh, was I putting on the pressure too much?
What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about?
It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that?
I see. I don't get it.
He like whispers to like the court stenographer.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Yeah, and this is supposed to be 2014, but it came out in like 2001 or something like that in Japan.
Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so.
I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court.
What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney?
Well, Cody,
What? Yeah, so I had my camera, so what? You got a problem with that?
So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera?
Why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching.
let's hear it.
Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules.
Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
What I saw. He had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action, couldn't take my eyes off of it. Steel Samurai goes for the bad guy, wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules. I'm gonna try to do this one first. Press him! So the bad guy attacked him first.
Yeah,
What sort of person was this bad guy?
I told you, a person. He was a person.
How was he dressed?
I kind of don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai.
I see. And what happened next?
And the bad guy stopped moving. Why?
Huh? What do you mean, why?
Why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
And how exactly did he do that? Cody, tell me how you watched the life leave a man's eyes. Tell me, second grader Cody. Tell me that you watched a man die.
How do you do it? With a samurai kick, a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that.
He's still being vague about this.
What? Don't give me that look, Pops.
How should I play this? Press him harder. Cody,
What?
something is bothering me. But lo and behold. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah, so what?
Yet you missed the most important part.
What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly.
You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? A really strong samurai, clearly. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital?
Well, that's the thing.
Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You can figure this out.
Mr. Wright, your answer. We've ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
Show evidence? Your Honor, I have evidence.
Evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. It's like items and things that pertain to a criminal case.
Oh, like that digital thing.
Why did Cody look away from the fight?
He was trying to take a picture.
Here's my proof.
What's that? The camera?
The witness stated that he recently received this camera.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation.
I'm aware of that too. Ah,
Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture.
Hey!
Bullseye.
What's your problem, Pops? You got a little thing for picking on little kids?
Pressing, not picking. Please. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture.
Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct?
Yeah.
Well, Phoenix, I bet you anything he's hiding more than that.
Have him testify again. Right.
He means business.
Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more.
very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? About why you didn't take a picture of the fight?
Welcome to the real world, kid. I'm an adult. Happy birthday to the ground.
Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain, so I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep.
All right, see you, Blackwing. Sorry, I'm sure I was not helpful in the cause of your migraine there.
Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. No photo. Steel Samurai just escaped from the clutches of the villain. I saw that my camera take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. Just press right along here. Why couldn't you take a picture?
My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it.
When the lens opened, what did you see?
Well, a person on the ground and a steel samurai. That's all that happened. Yup.
That's all?
Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture.
I would have once I got that lens open. Did you really not take a picture? Not even one? Press him hard. Nah, I definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody! Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture.
Hey!
Bullseye?
How did you know?
I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers.
Wow.
This feels great. I love yelling at children.
Yeah, I took a picture.
Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody.
I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them.
Press him. Hey, Z Mice, how you doing? You erased them?
Yeah.
Why would you erase a picture of your beloved steel samurai victorious?
Well, you know. Why would I want to keep a picture like that?
He's becoming less and less cooperative. Better find a clear contradiction soon, or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. Hello, Gold Squid. How you doing? Welcome on in. See your funny bone. No! Let's talk about this. So you did see the beginning of the fight.
Yeah.
Did you notice anything unusual?
Well, I guess this steel samurai was moving a little strange.
Moving strangely? That's all we're getting, huh? Why couldn't you take a picture? Okay. There you got that one. I got it right. I presented the his album of all the photos he's taken of every time the Steel Samurai vanquishes his foe. He's gotten a shot of every single instance of that happening. But why not this time? Cody! Wait! I'm so good at this. And Cody's just like sobbing on the stand. I'm really nailing this, guys. Dad's so proud.
Man, every time you say Cody, you vote is something bad.
I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day.
Huh? Oh, right.
What was it you told me then?
I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection.
Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album?
Mr. Wright, this looks fun. Let me try it. You're short. You're short and your life won't have any meaning. Am I doing it right? It seems like it's fun. It feels good. What exactly is this album?
It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won.
I see.
Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor?
All of it. I'm so old.
Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Nat 20, let's go. I have had that what Tom Cardy song stuck in my head because someone did an AFMAO animation version of it, and so it's been rolling around in the brain.
Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album.
Exactly my point, Your Honor. Interesting, yeah? Cody only ever keeps pictures of times that Steel Samurai wins. But he don't got a picture this time. No. Wait. No way!
Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is.
Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Animating a few scenes from the stream? Sure, go for it. Absolutely. Just, credit or put a link to the VOD for this or clips or what have you. Whatever sort of reference you use, just make sure you put it in the description.
Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell him, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why were there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took?
It's because the Steel Samurai didn't win this time, did he? I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos.
You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Oh boy, more trauma for the kid.
Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way! No! It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone. Ever.
Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There's a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. I always wanted to say that.
Order! I will have order. I know he used the line. Witness, I mean Cody. Is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw.
Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right?
Okay. You're right. This is the Steel Samurai fell down. Then he just moved.
Order! Order! Order!
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim.
Yet according to the witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell.
Mr. Wright, what's going on?
Apparently, we've all made a serious error.
An error? What's this all about?
the Steel Samurai was the victim. There was no victim. Nobody died today. Everything was a kid's show. Ha ha ha. Case closed. I'm getting lunch. It was like, huh? Yeah, let's put this kid in jail for perjury. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai.
Order! 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 So, the Steel Samurai in this photograph. You're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer.
That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene. Sorry, this is what I get for using a cough drop in the midst of it. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Mr. Will Powers' foot injury.
But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio One already?
That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He had already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio One. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then, he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume.
But why would the victim do such a thing?
I don't know. Yeah, I assume that children do testify in court. I mean, unfortunately, there are crimes committed against children, right? And despite them being children, they are still ultimately eyewitnesses to those crimes, right? And so I imagine that you probably have some sort of like child communicator, you know, like an expert therapist or sort of witness in court that would that would be a form as assist the child in that method, right?
I get it. I thought the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops!
Me? What?
Actually, there was one piece of data I'd saved.
Data?
Yeah, a photo of my digital camera.
What?
Show us quick.
No way, man. Now you're gonna leave me like that.
No!
Here. This is it.
Well, looking at this, it's a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume.
There's actually just a really important piece of evidence in here, though, that doesn't have to do with the Steel Samurai. Well, it does, but it's less about the Steel Samurai himself in the picture. I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence.
I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back.
Wait, Phoenix. Mia, what? Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please?
Certainly, I don't see why not.
Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. Before we continue on that, by the way, I'm just going to take a little quick look here. Dang it. Dang it. For some reason, I had it in my head this is only a 2-day trial, but this is absolutely a 3-day trial, which means we are not going to be finishing this game, this Yeah, there's no way we're not going to finish this case tonight, right? I was just panning through the guide real quick. We'll open up this case again, but we still have one more day of investigating it ahead of us, so we'll not be finishing this case today. I really thought it was. Every case in the first game was 3 days. No, I mean the case 1 and 2 weren't, but 3, 4, and I guess 5 are. How much longer are we streaming for then? My guess is at least another 20, 30 minutes. Kind of depends on where this trial ends. I'm not going to aim so much for a time, so much as for a, like a good stopping point. You know what I mean? But we'll see. Here's the key right here, friends. Up to this point, we assumed that the Steel Samurai only went one of two places. From the employee area, through the main gate, into Studio One. If that is indeed the case, what's this 2 up here doing? Your Honor, look at this.
I see a gate?
Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate?
The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2.
Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? Ugh. I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at.
But that's impossible.
What's this all about? Please explain so I might be shocked along the rest of the court.
I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. Here. Here at Studio 2.
I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo.
Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. Nobody films there. Why were they there? The trailer is there. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime.
What?
The path to the trailer was blocked.
So we have heard?
The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time.
Yes, I suppose that'd be the case.
Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. You said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime. Studio 2.
Order! Order!
The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Oldbag, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a Steel Samurai costume. Then, he went to Studio 2.
This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did this so to cover up the details of his own murder?
Well, no, of course not.
Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume.
I have proof. I don't feel I used to say I don't feel that certain about that one, but we'll find out. Hello, Venom. How you doing?
You do? You do, Mr. Wright?
Oh, they're so surprised. Suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jackhammer stole the costume. Ready for this one, friends? There's one piece of evidence amongst this crew that would give, at the very least, Jackhammer an opportunity to steal the costume. And that is an empty bottle at the employee area that read sleeping pills. This is it.
An empty medicine bottle?
I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Powers and Mr. Hammer ate. The label reads, sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills?
The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer.
Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. There's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it.
Your Honor, I have an idea. Fingerprint the bottle. See what its thumbprint looks like.
An idea? Very well, let's hear it.
I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle.
I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle.
Empty bottle given to the judge. Fingerprinting would solve a lot of murders in Ace Attorney, it's true.
This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did not have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume?
You have to stop saying steal the steel. Messes me up every time.
Also, who killed him and why? And also, what is a digital camera? These answers and more tomorrow in trial, Mr. Wright.
That's a lot of homework.
Mr. Edgeworth, you get to go home without any homework. In fact, here's a lollipop.
What?
You'll need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you'll need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers.
As you say, Your Honor.
This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well. Court is adjourned.
October 19th, 2:47 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. No, that happens all the time in this series, totally, right? Where it's like you're so embroiled in the story and like the case and the whodunit, you kind of forget that we in the first place we're trying to defend like somebody who's just really hasn't had much of effect on the story. I mean, doubly so when it came to doubly so when it comes to the fact that, oh yeah, what was Will Powers doing during the entirety of the case? He was sleeping. Okay. Like he had no involvement with the rest of the rest of the murder, right? Whew! That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too!
Really? You both seem so confident.
Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there.
Me too.
You guys aren't really good at the whole, like, client treatment thing, huh? Dead?
Of course, we're kidding.
Uh-huh.
Hey, great lore Cass, how you doing?
Are you sure?
I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Even though we don't have to. We're just a defense attorney. We're just trying to protect you.
Cusco's poison. The poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. The poison specifically made for Cusco. That poison? All right. Right. Thanks. Sniff.
To be continued. It feels a little early to call it, so I'll probably go just a little bit longer, but we're not going to finish the whole investigation on this. Man, I'm 0 for 2 in the past 2 streams, predicting whether or not we'd get to the end of whatever we're doing. I thought we were going to finish another Crab's Treasure last night. Whoops, we need one more stream. I thought we were going to finish this case here tonight. Whoops, nope, need one more stream. Yeah. Like I said, I got to walk through in the background here. I'm not looking at the details. I just want to see how long it takes. It looks like there's a lot to do, so. Nope. Eastern is going well, though, Great Lord Cass. I haven't played this in like 8 years, and I'm so excited to be back. It is very fun. All right, see Sticks TV. There'll always be, of course, the VOD if you want to watch the rest of this later. Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, then I absolutely have to go a little bit longer, perhaps. Right. Welcome, Raiders. How you doing on this fine Thursday evening? Good evening, welcome. My name is Shadow Temple. Welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Episode 3, Turnabout Samurai. How's the stream tonight, Dino? What were you up to? What's going on? Friends, Dynamation, fellow member of the Zelthon team. Recent speedrunner at SGDQ, mind you. And also just an awesome streamer in his own right. Go check him out. Go say hi. Go do all the things that you would otherwise do. I don't know. I'm leaning so far back against my my microphone here, but I'm going to get back up. I promise. I just wanted a moment to be utterly slack-jawed. I love streaming these, but man, I'm not as young and spry as I used to be when it came to, blasting out or like games like this where I could just talk at full volume for 3 hours straight. I love it, but I'm glad I'm doing this every other day. I could not handle doing this every day. This would start to kill me over time. Anyway, let's continue. Math cards. All right. October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright & Co. law offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia?
Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it.
Huh? Maya?
So, what happened?
Well, I've got a pretty good idea of who did it. And all I need is a motive and proof.
Wow. Good note going, Nick.
Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have.
Initial trial? What's that?
That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. Murder, not murder, whatever. Flip a coin.
So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've got no time to waste. Yeah, that comes into play later, by the way. I don't think in this game, but in future games of like, maybe the fate of someone's entire life should not hang in the balance of just 3 days. Mayhaps there should not be a time limit on the case. Like, eventually, you gotta, like, your lawyer has to present something coherent and something that the jury will remember. But, yeah. Which game was that? Apollo Justice, I believe, is when it really started. This whole system kind of gets torn apart because, like, the notion of all this only working for 3 days and stuff is just not gonna work. Hangs in the balance of someone trying to filibuster the case.
This guy got killed. All I know is someone's got to go to jail.
But in the U.S. case system, they'd much rather lean on innocent until proven guilty, which I think my personal morals roll with that, right? It would be far worse to send an innocent man or innocent person to jail or to death for a crime they did not commit than it would be to not catch a criminal, right? October 19th, detention center visitors room.
Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears?
Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there.
And could you wipe that grin off your face?
Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Hope you don't die. Let's make it count.
Yeah. There's not really anything I can do to help.
I'm not sure what I can really do either. I'm so useless.
Jail simply because they couldn't prove themselves innocent, right? The song that never ends. Oh no, why would you do that? Please, this is no laughing matter. They gotta play the sad song. Producer Vasquez. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez?
Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius.
A genius?
She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days.
Why's that? All right, see you, Dino. Thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you for bringing your friends over, and have yourself a good night. I feel like I should have asked more about the math cards, but I was like, yep, all right. But have yourself a good night. Maybe we'll go watch the VOD. Don't feel like how's VidCon? VidCon was good. It was good. I had a good time. Had a good. Balatro. Okay, yeah, I was playing Balatro before stream myself. I'm trying to work my way all the way up to gold stake on every deck. I'm on purple right now for, I think, the first 4 decks or something like that. I will get to gold stakes for all of them because I'm just weird like that. Why is that?
Ever since she came on board, it had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and...
And what?
Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow.
Can you tell us the rumors anyway? Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila?
Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manila.
I sure do. It's because the last time I ate the Sizzler.
Here's pretty much better beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, yes, and all that.
I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Haha, because he's fat. It's a lot of fat-phobic jokes.
I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global.
How can he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer.
He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global.
5 years ago. Path to Glory. Oh, that actually does work. That's cute. It was the early 2000s? That is correct, when this game came out. Have you seen this, Mr. Powers?
What's that? I've never seen these steel samurais in my life.
These are the steel samurais that appear at live shows. A fanboy collected all these pictures himself. That's true, it's probably not Will Powers in those pictures.
Seeing things like this really makes me think. I mean so much to these kids, you know?
Anyway. Onward and upward. Studio Main Gate. October 19th, Global Studios Main Gate.
The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think our guard's down.
Yeah?
I bet we can even eat those donuts in the guard station, if we wanted.
You eat, you die.
Oh, she's alive!
Producer Vasquez, what you know? I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer.
Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way.
She seems bitter.
Do you not like the producer?
Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry.
Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director?
Sal, he's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick?
No. No, it doesn't, Maya. You're absolutely right. About Mr. Hammer.
I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper! Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this.
Oh, she's really pissed this time.
You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible.
Anyway, just gonna go over here. Don't pay attention why I like interacting with Edgeworth and getting punished by Edgeworth. October 19th, Global Studios employee area.
I guess they're not filming today either.
No!
I did want to see them filming just one time.
This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later.
I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if there's any other clues lying around.
Yeah! No, no, no! No touching!
Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
Didn't me? I almost had a heart attack.
I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Let's talk to Mr. Dick.
So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. For a quick examination, I just lick the plate until I fall asleep. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. It involves my tongue. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to the sleeping pills, see? If there are traces, it'll change color.
Wow, neat! Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for?
Now, everything in due time, pal.
Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, all right.
So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills.
Looks like it.
Steak plate added to the court record, found in the employee area. On it are traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. Watch you voice this game. Well, thank you, Big No-No. Yeah, no, this is how I cut my teeth on in streaming in the first place, and voice acting for that matter. Like all the way back in like 2015, 2016, I played a lot of these games where I just got to do all the voices, and it was a lot of fun. Really stretched me, but I learned, It's kind of a crash course. The investigation. How goes to your investigation?
To tell you the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects.
The worst in that case was the Danganronpa series because, oh boy, they give you 15 characters at the very start of the game, and you better have a voice for all of them.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though.
How's Edgeworth doing anyway?
Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it.
Whoa.
Talk about burns, pal. 3rd-degree burns over 95% of his body. It doesn't look so good.
Wow, the fury of Edgeworth.
Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups? Bottles? Say, whatever happened to that empty bottle?
Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some news for you. Good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle.
The cast does, it's true. The longer that game goes, the fewer voices I have to dial down on.
So that means...
Yep. Sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim.
Love this game too. Ren the Celestial, how you doing? So I was right. Sleeping pill bottle added to the court record. Anything else we want to show to Gumshoe? Puppet voice? Sure. I don't think there's anything else I really need to interact with him on. Off we go. Yep, we are doing this. We are on the last day of investigating the Steel Samurai case.
Oh, hello.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so...
But what? Why? But WP's innocent.
Yes, and I'm really grateful for all that you've done. But this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai.
What? No!
Was the real policies behind detectives' investigations of specific suspects? I mean, for one, defense attorneys aren't typically going to crime scenes. I don't believe that is usually how these things go. They have obviously consistent contact with the police. But usually there's like a grand pool of evidence, right? Not this whole business of the defense attorney finds some bones on a plate and like throws them in his suit pocket. That's a good way to ensure that whatever you grab is no longer admissible in court. Oh, about switching suspects. I mean, sure, yeah. I mean, as the evidence proceeds, right? Certainly. But this case would be over already. If they have a pretty solid evidence that it wasn't, or at least be pretty reasonable doubt that Will Powers is not the killer, it's no longer our responsibility. The police would open up a new case and a new trial or new charges against a new suspect. Yeah, you don't keep the same trial going. Ace Attorney is a little weird in that they just plug in one trial for the whole thing. I think the assumption is actually that they do another trial in the background, Like after you find the person, they like do a new trial, but it's, they're now in the hot seat. And presumably that is just an open and shut case at that point because you did all the groundwork, but yeah. Mr. Hammer. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer.
Yes?
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1.
He stole the Steel Samurai costume too!
What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then.
The rumor?
Yeah. Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything, she said, apparently.
Some dirt? What dirt?
Dirt. You know. Bad stuff.
Yeah, please.
I know what dirt means.
About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer.
Oh, I love Maya so much. Yeah, absolutely. Maya and Gumshoe, honestly, I think are my two favorite characters in the whole series. That and Sebastian DeBest, but we'll get to him a couple months from now.
They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident that happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too.
Edgeworth is great, and we'll have fun with him as well, of course. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? The last episode.
What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai?
I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant.
No!
Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore.
What? Why?
I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided.
Huh? Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore?
The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand?
How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai?
It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow.
No, that can't be true. Impossible. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Do something. Sue them.
A criminal defense attorney. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Path to Glory, the Samurai Scrapbook.
And this is?
A fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so that some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone.
You're right. Okay, but what can I do?
Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago.
Okay.
5 years ago.
The stripes match your skin tone a little bit, yeah. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago?
Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died. And it was Hammer's fault.
Someone died?
It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up.
And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer.
And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public?
Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know.
Thanks. We'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Let's go! I always love that Gumshoe also has his own theme. I think it's pretty cute. It's got the energy of like, clearly he's mostly like a comedic foil to like Edgeworth, but he still takes his job seriously, you know? It's the music of like, you know, a detective down on his luck, doing his best.
What, you're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe you should keep a safe distance. She might be rabid.
Tell us about 5 years ago, ma'am. Wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Uh-oh.
Who told? Who did you hear that from?
Huh?
Nichols!
Nichols?
Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols? That assistant we talked to.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'll throw her under the bus. Anyway, we heard that about that accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Oh, whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun?
No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. The sleeping pill bottle got updated, and we now know that there are Jack Hammer's fingerprints on it. And there were sleeping pills on the plates that they were eating on. Don't mention her name. Here's my proof.
What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove?
It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it.
What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer just had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers?
Found in the employee area. On it are traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes. So?
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate.
I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in.
Miss Oldbag.
You're right. 5 years ago there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant to harm anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this.
A photograph? Oh, God! Wait a second.
This is the picture.
Is this the trailer in Studio 2?
Hammer was supposed to fight with the bad guy on the top of those stairs there.
He pushed the other actor and the man fell into the flower box fence.
But how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. It cost me $2,000. Pony up.
I understand. Takes out wallet. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. We got ourselves some evidence. October 19th, Studio 1 entrance.
Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume, then left from here to go to Studio 2.
Right.
But why? What if someone called him? Like the director or the producer?
I know. Why are these fences so strong that a man can pierce his entire chest? Also, this is for a set, right? Why is this trailer so like a wrought iron fence on it? October 19th, Studio 2 entrance.
Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? H-E-L to the L to the O.
Maya, you should at least try to be polite.
I'm watching the clouds.
That's all she had to say, apparently.
Excuse me? Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and...
Shh.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you.
Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off.
Oh, dear.
Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai.
I think I'm tired of this Steel Samurai.
You did it! Nick, she did it! She's the killer! My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it!
Oh, dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila.
If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves.
Oh, dear. I know what'll make her talk. How about a photo where she's witnessed a murder? That's a good piece of evidence to show somebody that's a part of the mafia, right? She's not even looking.
Where?
What?
Where did you get that? Old bag.
Old?
She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick.
Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer.
The wind.
Hey, Robin. Yeah, it's pretty... Yeah, we're just about at the end of the stream here, but welcome just the same. You might just want to go watch the stream. Huh?
It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind? Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer.
Nick, she went inside the trailer.
Half confused. We're pretty much at the end of this little story here for the most part, but just having fun.
You came.
You told me to.
Well then, what was that you were talking about?
Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids' shows for petty change. Posture check. Ugh. Terrible posture today.
So me blackmail him now.
Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident. But you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star.
Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord.
Hey, Danny. Thank you so much for the 17 months. Give us some thoughts, chat, please, and thank you. Steal that samurai. And the follows, thank you.
But you were the cause. You pressured him. And I think it was just an accident.
Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure?
What do you mean?
Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident?
No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose?
That is what I mean.
Where's your proof? Can you prove it?
Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me.
But the security lady said it was an accident.
Oh, well. She was a big fan of Hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too.
So that's why she had the photo.
She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now.
What? This is valuable evidence.
Boys.
Uh-oh. Hi, boys. Here come the boys. Hello, boys. Welcome. Who are they?
Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased?
What?
The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it.
Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all?
I'm sure you have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away.
No!
Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now.
Uh-oh. Although, man, I appreciate you jumping in here, Gumshoe. But you're one dude against a very large crew. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it.
Just take out erasers and start trying to erase his like eyebrows.
Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you! I was really scared.
Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry, it's just, I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
Well, Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. That's all right, Mushroom, because we are just finishing up for the night here. This is a perfect time to call it quits. Unfortunately, because this took a little longer than I expected, friends, I I don't know when we're going to get around to finishing this. The trick here is that tomorrow we're going to be playing more. Yes. Tomorrow we're going to be finishing up another Crab's Treasure, as we have been working on for the past couple of weeks. Saturday, I don't know what we're streaming, but I try to be really good about keeping schedule like in that order when either it happens that day or we have to wait until the next part of that day, right? That's where, or like until that next day of the week in order to keep it going, right? That's the sort of energy I try to maintain with the schedule where like if I don't have a Sunday, then I have to wait till the next Sunday, right? And I don't want to do like midday streams and things like that or else I mess things up. Also, I don't think we'll finish episode 3 here neatly in just one stream. I think we'll finish it and then there'll be a decent chunk of case 4 in the next stream of this. So with all that to say, unfortunately, we'll most not likely not be seeing this game until not this upcoming Tuesday, but the following Tuesday. I know it's a really... No, not even then. Oh, God. I don't know when we're gonna stream this again, guys. I got a lot of things going on. Is the unfortunate truth. So this upcoming Sunday, I'm gonna be leaving for hanging out with Marissa's family out in Myrtle Beach. I could stream this game on Tuesday when I'm there, but you hear me, right? I yell and scream and make all sorts of strange noises during this game. And the big clear issue with that is there is going to be like an 8-month-old. Yeah, a 7 to 8 month old baby in that house with us. And I can't make all of those noises while I'm there. I might stream, but I'm not. If I'm going to stream, it's going to be all very chill vibes, if that makes sense. So I'm not going to stream any Phoenix Wright next week. I'm leaving on a flight on Sunday night, so that cuts out Sunday. Tuesday I'm gone. Tuesday I might be streaming, but it won't be this. Thursday I'll be out there as well. Then the next following Sunday I'll be getting back into well, you know what? No. I can stream on Sunday. Not this upcoming Sunday, but the following Sunday is when we'll finish this. That's what we're going to do, because I will have time on that Sunday. We'll get it done. All right? So not this upcoming Sunday, but the following Sunday is when we'll be finishing up this case. Sorry, I forgot about that. I'm picking up Marissa from the airport in the afternoon, but I should be around to stream that night, if that makes sense. Otherwise, let's see here. Then, yeah, as I mentioned, tomorrow will be another Crab's Treasure. Saturday, something else. We're just gonna hang out and have some fun. And then Sunday, no stream for sure. Monday, Tuesday, I'm thinking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, I think I will do streams. I'll be maybe shorter, lighter streams, just very chill streams. No stream Thursday, no stream Friday, and no stream Saturday of next week. And then Sunday, I will be getting back into town. Monday I'll be streaming, and then we don't have to worry about it after that. My schedule is utterly absurd right now, but yes, I will make a schedule. I apologize that I don't do that often enough, especially with all the madness that I've been going through for all this. But yeah, thank you all so very much. Do appreciate you chilling with us here tonight.